Right, g'day team. Hope you're all well. Looking forward to today's session. Just making sure we're all in frame. Oh, and there we are. We just might have to shuffle that around a little bit. We'll wait and have a look. How's that looking? Oh, yeah, there it is. Right, we should all be in frame on that one. Choice. Righty ho. Okay. Right, while I take my pew, just check that the old erg's clean. Seems clean. Might just have to give it a bit of a wipe. Oh, good day, Andy. How are you? Welcome to the team. Where are we today? Up there. Cool. Okay, team. Welcome aboard. We'll give everyone a few minutes, see how we're going. But I'll probably, while I sip on my coffee, you probably can see what we're up to in the background. Okay. Today we're just going to go a little bit higher. 2-minute pieces are, just because we have to do time, 2-minute pieces are around that sort of 500-meter mark, give or take. So that's sort of the idea of what we're after today. But as we normally do, we want to try and step up the rate through the middle of it. Okay, so we're not going flat tack. We're trying to get some good controlled pressure while we're doing it. Okay, so as you'll see, the rating changes every time. We're going to do 2 at each one, and we do the 2 at each one because we get the first one done. We think to ourselves what we can do better. We evaluate it, and then we do the next one. Okay, so no point in us just bashing out different ones. We want to get better and better and better, so that somewhere in those last 4, we should be really hitting our straps. Okay, now it will be starting to get a bit of a struggle because we would have done a lot of work by then. But the whole idea, as we've talked about before, is that once you get under that fatigue, we've really got to hold our form. We've really got to hold our rhythm. Okay, and that's where we make the money. Okay, that's where we make our progress, is by when things are a bit nasty. Okay, we stay there and we can really do some good stuff with it. Okay, so that's sort of the gist of it today. So today will be another pretty solid warm-up. Okay, so when we get into it, we're going to get on the machine and we're going to just do, sort of 10 minutes warming up, good pace off the back. Okay, building up the pressure, and then just a series of progressions of sort of 30-second, 40-second bursts, just getting our bodies awake, getting into that rating, so we don't use the first one as warm up. Okay, we want to be able to get into it, and we want to be able to go from the word go, so that we get good analysis right from the first piece. Okay, rather than having to wait around, do a couple of warm ups. Now I feel a bit better, and I get into it. Okay, we really want to be able to nail those first couple, and make sure that they're good. Okay, so focus today is just going to be on getting that rhythm, nice, easy feeling. Okay, being as relaxed as we possibly can. Okay, under pressure. So when we're in the first one, 28:30, we want to be pushing some good speed at 28. Okay, and you know what you can hit. So we want to make sure we get to that, and then we just want to make it as easy as we possibly can. Okay, and then when we up that rating halfway through the piece, just remember, move the hands quicker, leg speed. Okay, don't think about adding power. Just think about moving things a little bit quicker. Okay, and we want to see what we drop. We want to see what our speeds drop. Okay, now they should, for the first couple, we should get a good drop. Okay, we might get a split or two. As we get later on, say 32 to 34, we might not see the same sort of jump. But the idea is that we have more strokes in that minute. We've got 2 more strokes in that minute. okay? But we're not thinking about powering it. We're just thinking about moving faster. So we let the speed of our rhythm dictate the speed, okay? Simple as that. So I'm going to nick my coffee. Black gold at 5 a.m. Okay, and then we're just going to rip into it. Okay, so good warm up. So we want to get that heart rate up, start moving it up as quick as we can. Okay, get up into that sort of good, just sub U2 area. Starting to push the splits down as close as we sort of would be when we're training. Okay, at 20, 22, whatever you feel like in your warm up. And then after about 4 or 5 minutes, we're going to just start stepping it up. Okay, just increase the pressure a little bit. We might do, say, a minute at 24, 40 seconds at 26, 28, 30. And we'll probably do some 30 seconds at, say, 32 or so, maybe 34, just a quick burst. And then the body's ready. Okay, the body's ready to hit the first one and ready to go. Okay, so going to be a bit of fun. It's not a big workout. Okay, well, it is and it isn't. Okay, it's in the realm of that sort of 8-500s. But remember, they're controlled, so it's not going to be max. Well, we want to see how hard we can push ourselves, but we're not just grunting it and trying to max out so that we fail throughout the piece. We want to find sustainable rhythm that's going to allow us to hold speeds for longer periods of time. Okay, if we're starting to really collapse towards the end of some of these high ones, we've just got to think about it to ourselves and say, well, could I have done this better? Should I have actually backed off slightly, thought about my rhythm more, rather than just getting too tense and that type of thing? Okay, so that's the aim of the game. Okay, so let's get into our warm-up. As always, better buddy start the old watch. Where are we? Rowing, always at the top. Okay. Always got to get the back moving these days. So just slowly building out our stroke. Good hang. Remember to keep this chain nice and flat. We want it to be as flat as we can. Really start in the warm-up. Just watching. Trying to get right onto that nice plane. Really been loose in the hands. Okay, I'm just really starting now to get a feel for this bungee that's drawing us forward. Good. Feeling the compression. Feel that seat coming underneath. Nice. Okay, good. Just remember, really hang off these lats underneath the armpits. You just want to hold the core. Feel that weight on the feet. Feel that relationship. The feet and the hand. As we push on the feet, you almost feel like we're pushing away from the hands. fact that we've got connection through to the handle means that the handle will naturally come with us. We don't want to think about pulling the handle back. We might think about leaving it out there. Good. Okay, so press it down a little bit more. So now the heart rate's coming up a little bit. We're working in these muscles. With every 5 or 6 strokes, think about a little bit more. Squeeze through the legs. A little bit more intent. Okay. Oh, I've got a catcher. Right, keep warming up. I just got a little bit of, don't you hate that? Go on. Good. Always got to be some little bit of dirt. Okay, so by now, should be breathing quite well. You've got good speed. Speed shouldn't be too far off sort of training pace. Okay, let's just push it down. If we're not at training pace, spread up a little bit. Okay, so in 10 seconds, we're going to move for a minute at 24 rate, okay? So building in, this one. Now, so just free it up. Don't think about too much about the power. Move free. Use the hands. Okay, really get that hang. Get that body sequence as we push and hang. The legs drive the body. Long arms. Good. Remember, brush the body. Don't hammer it into the chest. Nice. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. One more. Good. Okay, nice. Okay, so we'll have about 45 seconds here, and then we'll do about 40 seconds, about 26, 28. Okay, we don't need to cap the rating. If you go up a little bit higher, it's okay, but 26 is our minimum, okay? We're gonna step it up. Okay, so firming. Right, moving in, 26 rate, 40 seconds. First one. Now, remember, move the hands around the back. I'm on 27 there. Feels comfortable. Feels loose. Feeling the hang. Okay, relax. Work the drive. That's recovery. Nice. Good. Okay, 5 seconds. 2, 1. Down. Okay, good. So really good flow, really good energy, good commitment. Remember, it's about really hanging into it. Speed of the legs, speed of the body. Don't over muscle it. Don't think we've really got to grip it from the front. Okay. So this one's going to be somewhere 28-30. Okay, let it naturally come. So let's firm in 10 seconds. I'm going to do 40 seconds. Okay, in 5. Firming. This one. Now, remember, just feel the hang. That press against the footboard. Nice and flat. Hang. Nice, good. Feel the swing. Momentum and rhythm. 5 seconds. Hand down. Okay, good. So good rhythm. Remember, just keep it moving. Metronomic. Good. Continuous motion. We're going to really focus today on allowing the machine to do that work for us. Okay, with our hands, let us travel forward. You're going to feel that compression and change in direction. Okay, but before we do that, we've got 20 seconds. Just start firming it. 32 to 34. Okay, 30 seconds. Don't muscle it. Speed it up. Feel the rhythm. Okay, here we go. 5 seconds. Moving in. Now, 32 to 34. Remember, tap it along. Hands around the back. Long arms. Loose. Release the pressure around the back. Hang. One more. Okay, good. Some good numbers there, Eric. Okay, good. So that's the type of warm-up we want to be doing whenever we've got piecework. Okay, if we're ever starting anything at sort of 28 or above, just remember it's very key to do that much warm-up to get the body ready. Okay, just because we want to make sure, even though the first one will still probably be the slowest out of the lot, we just want to make sure that we're just not wasting one of our pieces. We're trying to get benefit out of everything that we do today. Okay, so let's not muck around. All right, make sure we're not timing out. It's good, cool. So, intervals, as always. Okay, so have a quick drink if you need it. Okay, just need to lube up my bloody things. Remember as well, one of the things, if we start on this, if it starts getting a little bit hard up in these last 4 pieces and you really can't lift that rate or you're really struggling with it, have a play with the drag. Okay, remember, just bring it down half a number. Okay, and even at the start, if you're on that 28:30 and you're just like, man, I really don't feel like I can get the power because I just feels a bit not enough off the front or whatever, just remember, have a play with the drag. There's no right or wrong. Okay, it's really getting a figure out for yourself about where your drag sits doing different things, you know. And I truly believe that if you're just doing stuff like this, if the high intensity work, drag up is all good. Okay, long endurance stuff, you'll really struggle if you have it high. You potentially just start muscling it too much rather than finding our rhythm. So we're trying to find that equilibrium between that power and that rate. Okay, so have a play, experiment. Every time you're on the machine, experiment, doing things. Okay, it's easy as that. Okay, here we go. So select workout, new workout, intervals time. Okay, just add another minute to the set time and then set the rest time at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, I think 1 minute and 30 seconds is quite a good number. I think if we were focusing a little bit more on even more power, but we're not, okay, we're focusing on rhythm and flow as well as power, then I think we do a 2-minute break. And if we really wanted to sort of test ourselves and push ourselves a little bit harder, then we'd potentially do a 1-minute break in between, okay, which makes it a little bit harder. So 1 minute 30, I think, is a really, really good round number. We'll have 30-second roll off, okay, and then we'll just really focus on it from there. So let's press our checkbox. We're good to go, okay. Remember, rhythm and flow, really trying to just get that feeling of ease of movement. Remember, coming forward, let the chain do that work for us. It'll all be explained by me puffing and panting away as we do this. Okay, so here we go. First one. So we do 1 minute at 28. At the halfway, we change. The focus is around hand speed to get that rate. Okay, it's not off hitting the front and going harder. It's on speed and rhythm. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Attention. Go. A metronomic, continuous motion. Let's find our speed. Ratio at 28. Feel very one-to-one. Speed on the drive. Speed on the recovery. Remember, 1 speed forward. Focus, hang under the armpits. On the lats. Good. Breathe into it. Okay. Here for the change. This one. Now. Hands. Flat. That hang in the armpits. Nice rhythm. Feel the flow. Coming up onto the feet. Nice. One push. Remember, sequence it. Legs drive the body. All the way. Okay, keep it long. Keep it loose. Okay. So, keep moving. Breathe it out. Okay, good. So remember, have a look at your numbers. Have a think back over that piece. Was there parts that were better than others? Was there a point during it where you felt really good? Or was there a point where you struggled? Okay, just dipping in and out of rhythm. Because we do 2 of them at each one, we take mistakes or we take learnings from one, put it into the next one. Okay? So, especially when we're on this warm down, shouldn't call it a warm down, it's just a break. Just remember, when we get to about those 20 seconds to go, just add a little bit of pressure to the handle, okay? We want to make sure we roll into this and we hit the line at speed. Okay, so firming again, minute at 28, minute at 30. Here we go, on this one. Yeah. Okay, stay loose. Long arm. Remember that, push away from the hands. Nice and flat draw. Flat wrist. Forearm past the body. Brush the body with the handle. Good. Okay. Feel this compression. Keep coming underneath us. Ready to free it up. Move the hands. Now. There it is. Remember, out of the shoulders. Into the legs. Breathe. Relax the face. Tap it along. Pick up the flywheel. Good. Around. Good. Never letting that flywheel slow. There it is. Okay, good. So roll it off. No stopping. 0 stopping. Okay. Okay, good couple of pieces. I went 5 meters extra. Okay. Which is, in my opinion, not probably okay for the first one, but I'm definitely not going to try and increase by a huge amount on all these next ones. Okay, but it was easier this time when we went up to that 30 to just feel that rhythm and free it up. Okay, remember what I talk about with the compression. Feel yourselves coming into that unnatural position here. Okay, and it's all about the speed change around the catch. We roll around the catch. Okay, we don't come in and then load to go out. We feel that compression and we're away. Speed around the front. Smooth speed. Okay, so remember this one, nice and free, nice and easy. 1 minute at 30, 1 minute at 32. Firming and building, moving in. Now, okay, breathe. Feel the hang. Remember, 1 push. No secondary goes at the swing. We sit back, Nice. 3. Nice. Nice, keep it moving. Hands away. Ready to change? Now, 32. Take it along. Move the hands. Round the back. Brush the body. Body weight through the middle. On the feet. Push and swing. Good. Nice and loose. Okay, good. Okay, breathe. Okay, really good. Starting to really feel like we've got to keep everything moving. Okay, rate's getting up. Remember, we're trying to just hold really good speed with a more technical and relaxation focused rather than trying to hit big numbers. Okay, numbers come from easy speed, good relaxation. Okay. So, same again. Where did you feel you went well? Where do you feel you need a bit of change? And where's a bit of focus? Okay, so remember when we go up, hand speed is the initiator, this movement here. Okay, we can do that really fast without any worry. Okay, but we do it smooth, do it with the rate. Okay, here we go, starting to firm. Breathe. Building up. Yeah. Rhythm around the back. Good. Hang long. Good. Remember, leave the arms out long. Feel the motion. Loose. Breathe. Let the drive. Let's recovery. Good. Changing. Here we go. Up to. Now. Good. Hang. Loose. Choke the handle. Breathe. Hands away. Good. Around the front. Pick up. No grab. Both feet. Stay relaxed. Hold. Good. Okay, really good. Okay, nice. So that was very, very good. I quite enjoyed that one. I found it was easier for me to hit my rating when we sped up through the change. Okay, felt a lot more loose and relaxed, focusing on that pick up around the front, the roll in, just hang away. Okay, remember that, just hang away. We come in, we're hanging the pressure, not trying to grab or feel the pressure. We're hanging away with the body, holding it right through here, through the core, through the lats, the glutes, everywhere. Okay. Now we're starting to get into some of the hard stuff. Okay, we've got to start on 32, up to 34. Okay, firming. Here we go. Suck it in. Stay loose. Stay relaxed. Moving. Yeah. Remember, just find the rhythm first. Don't muscle it. Hang. Breathe. Good. Tap it along. Open the mouth. Relax the face. Feel the hang in the arms. Moving the hands. Pulling the pack up. Here we go. Up. Now. Squeeze the drive. Good. Natural length. Don't overreach. 30 seconds. Hang long. Flat. 10 seconds. Look up the front. Smooth. Nice. Okay, really good. I'm working hard, but I've still got the element of relaxation and focus. Okay, suck it up now. So remember, got to move quickly and easily to keep the rating free without getting bogged down and starting to grab or feel heavy. Okay, and when I talk about that natural length, remember at 34, we're not going to get out to here. Okay, at 34 feels like it's here, feel it there. Then take a check. Okay, get to that rate and then go, actually, I could probably be a little bit longer. Okay, maybe I can be a little bit longer again and just work on it from there. Okay, otherwise we can't get the rate, we've still got this huge length and we start to struggle. Suck it in, firm it up. Here we go. Now, 32. Start off easy. When I mean easy, loose muscles. Sucking it in. Hang. One push with the feet. Right through the drive. Nice. That's it. Bring it up. 34. Yeah. Hands to speed. Let draw. Feel the push. Naturally. Body driven off the legs. Smooth. Breathe, open the mouth. Stay loose. Nice. Okay, really good. Okay, how did that one go? Okay, it's the ugliest piece, that one. The second ugliest. We're about to start, okay? Mentally, it's easy to work our way up to halfway, then work our way to the finish, okay? And that one there, still too far away to celebrate, okay? And so is this one going to be as well. So let's set the tone. This is where we get our gains from, okay? We're tired, we're fatigued, so let's just start firming now, okay? We've really got to attack this with relaxation and speed and rhythm. Remember, tap it along. Here we go. Now, let me get on our speed, on our rate. And then we get the metronomic, continuous motion. Finish in front of the body, brush the body. Breathe. Pick up. Press it back. Long arms. Here we go. Get up. Now. Tap it along. Round the front. Round the back. Hold. Rhythm. Swing. Off the push. Hold it all the way. Breathe. Good. Nice. Okay, don't stop. Suck it in right now. Sit proud. Okay, heart rates are high. Fatigue levels high. We've really got to stay as loose as possible. Okay, for this last piece. That's the goal. Okay, I feel like we've been getting really good technical cues for you to stay focused, stay loose, stay relaxed. Okay, at 36, just remember that speed there, crucial. Just let it go and then flow with it. Let the hands take us forward. Okay, starting to firm. Last piece, there's no winding to the line. It's from the start. We stay in control all the way. Here we go. Go. Hands around. Tap the speed. Rhythm. Breathe. Moving the hands. Both feet. Push and swing. Life change. Now, natural length. Hang into it. Push now. Hold long. Breathe. Fight. Hang. Hang. Both feet. Push. All the way. Yeah. Nice. Okay, don't stop. Don't stop. Okay. We're just going to move back and forward. Oh, gotta catch my breath. Now that was a really good workout, team. Okay. Nice and punchy. Still being able to find the rhythm. Okay. We got the chance to work on our technique and our ease of speed at the halfway. Okay, so there's a lot of things that we got out of that session. Okay, so while we're recovering, as we warmed out, we'll talk about a little bit more. Okay, so just press your menu button. Just save that into our memory banks, okay? And then what we can do is you can go back over and just have an analyze, okay? And see which pieces went well. See if there's quite an even split, change up between them all, okay? Or whether we blew out, okay? It is what it is. Okay, but now just start to feel a little bit, okay, this is our active recovery. Just come with me as we push, just start to feel the weight in the handles, feel the legs actually pushing the handle all the way, okay, rather than we were just doing this before. Okay, feel the relationship now between the knees, the handles, okay, coming through. Focus this, not focusing speed, we're just focusing on as the legs go down, we've got the hang in the handle, tongue underneath the armpits. Okay, and it's just coming down together. Okay, we should start to feel a little bit better shortly. Okay, I'm feeling better already. My heart rate's under control. Okay, still feel yuck, but like we've just done some good, really good pieces. But in terms of composure, starting to get back into some resemblance of sitting where we need to be sitting. Okay, muscle situations where they need to be so that we can start getting the sequencing right. Okay, it's really important, especially off workouts like this, that we roll down for 4 or 5 minutes afterwards. Okay, we get off and we're pretty much just going to pull the lactate that's in our system, not give the muscles a chance to just get some fresh oxygen and blood back into them. Okay, and it's not great if we're going to do something this afternoon or even just going through the day. Okay, so now you'll probably find that you can put a little bit of pressure on. Okay, but let's just put it in a way where we're focusing the sequence. Okay, so we feel the connection out the front, the hang. As we start pushing away on the legs, the body starts driving through the middle. So we're opening out right through the drive, nice and flat, okay? This feels really good to me right now. Nice long arms. Remember the hands and the arms just come through with the acceleration of the handle. Okay, there's no pull, but when the legs are finishing the acceleration, the body's finishing, the hands just come through, brush the body, and move away with the machine. Okay, feel that here. Feel the bungee taking us forward. And remember, just setting into the front, not being set off the back and being stiff. Remember, be supple, come forward, okay, and then we're set into the catch. We do want to try and make sure we get the hips a little bit over the back, the body a little bit over the hips. We don't need to be here and then coming forward, okay? But we don't want to be doing this either. So as we're flowing through here, the knees just naturally lift up and then we're setting into the front. Okay, so just Another 5 or 10 strokes. Feeling that rhythm. Okay, my heart rate's back on 110. Okay, a couple more. Yeah, last. Nice. Wow. Okay, started building a river. Okay, so team, well done. Great session. Okay, as always, we're doing things so that we can analyze it while we're doing it. There's benefit out of everything we're getting, and I always feel like there's a bit of something for everyone. Okay, so having that change up at that minute break, especially in pieces like this, we're learning about ourselves. Okay, we're learning about how easy we can move or get in rhythm. Okay, and at the same time, it's about learning that we don't have to think about the power to get the speed. Okay, so when we're tapping it along at a speed already, when we go to increase that rating, okay, we're just moving things a little bit quicker, and we should see a little bit of speed gain because of it. Okay, so when we're in a really ugly situation, if you're doing a test or something like that, and all of a sudden you see your speed slipping, you've got to remember you don't have to muscle it. Move things a little bit quicker, free it up. Okay, because the more we can free it up, we're generally not going to be using as much energy, believe it or not. Okay, because we're not focused on the strength element of it, we're focused on the rhythm and the speed. Okay, and that's really what that change up at that minute's like. Okay, and ultimately as well, I really believe in workouts like this, we want to do a couple of pieces at each set. Okay, and that just gives us analysis. It gives us the thought of, okay, what did I do in this one? Actually, I really didn't find my rhythm after that minute change. So in the next one, do it better. Focus. Okay. What did you change? Did it work? Did you free the hands up, or did you just think about more acceleration? Okay, and that's the cool thing about jumping on the machine and making up different workouts, is that we need to be learning. Okay, you need to be learning about yourselves. And so by always getting the change ups or changing rates and different pieces like that is a really good way of doing it, rather than just being 2 minutes at one rating. Okay, that's good at certain points in time. Okay, working up to tests, things like that. Yes, you want to do, say, 6 of these pieces at your speed, at your rating. Okay, and feeling the fatigue and trying to make it as efficient as possible at your speed. Okay, but today was really just about learning the flow and just getting that ease of rhythm. Okay, and finding out what works for you and what doesn't. And you might, I'll have a look at some comments in a sec, but you might find when you're up on that 32, 34 that you were getting really good numbers at the 34. And you'll be like, man, that's pretty quick. Okay, so then you've got to take what that is and transfer it into when you're doing pieces or when you're doing a test. Okay, it's all about just finding out about ourselves. Okay, so really, really good workout. Always here, always trying to do the best we can. Let me find, where are we? Need some, get some comments. Right, what have we got? Chris, thanks. Eric, couldn't quite make 36 for long. Should I concentrate on aerobic base or more pieces like that to improve, or both? A bit of both, Chris. Okay. It really, this is what I say. It depends on what you're trying to do. Now, pieces like aerobic, you've got to be working. You've got to be doing that. It's fitness. Okay. Now we need to be doing that at least half of the week of what you're doing. Now you can go up a little bit in rates. You don't just have to sit low, but anything sort of above, say 24, you start pushing a little bit higher. But then in bits and pieces like this, for you to find that sort of 36, that 34, 36, then you just got to be experimental with some of the things that you do. Okay, and even if it's you just running along for 20 minutes, and then every sort of, say, fourth minute, just speed it up for 30, like say 30 or 40 seconds, and then come off the end of that, roll it down, and then go back onto your endurance. We've done it. I think we've done a couple of workouts here before. You can do 20 minutes. You do 4 minutes at 20, 1 minute at 26, and you do that 4 times. Okay, and it's a really good way to break up training sessions. But trying to find one thing for you, Chris, I don't know if I've explained it before, and I'll do it as quick as I can. One thing to think about, for trying to hold 36 is just the speed that everything's moving. Okay, you just got to remember that you just got to try and get into this metronomic rhythm. Don't think about going out too far. And it's just really, like for you, it could be really worthwhile doing some quick half slide exercises like this. Okay, just getting this feel of that speed there, and then you can just lengthen it out. Okay, and there I'm at 38. And it's just trying to get freedom of speed. Okay, but in saying that, and to trump all of it, why do you need to get to 36? Okay, that's another thing. If you're comfortable at 34 and you're going at 34, okay, 34 could be you. But it is good to speed things up, go above, because if you can push your ceiling, that 36 that you can't hit, then all of a sudden we're trying to hit 38, then you might find 35 is your number rather now than 34. And that extra point in rate could give you half a point in speed. Okay, but it is really just figuring things out for yourself. Okay, Andy, thank you. Frederick, Edward, terrific. Andy, how often a week, a month would you do a session like this? Once again, depends on what you're working towards. But in terms of a week, how it's set out, I would be having a high intense session like this once a week. Okay, now this is getting up there, okay, in terms of that. So it's very, very dependent on if you're just working some fitness work, or whether you're working up to do a 2K or a 5K or a 10K, whatever your goal and ambition is, or you're going to have a crack at something. All of the workouts are dictated by it. But throwing in a session like this is just, we've got to, while we're just training away, what we were sort of saying like a second ago to Chris, is that while you're working away, you've got to be working on that fitness work, but at the same time, you want to be dipping in and out of some of your fast stuff, because if you spend all your time down here at, say, 24, 26 and below, then when you go to 36, you're like, holy shit, I can't do it. Okay, because you spend all your time honing and getting the muscles working really well at 24, 26. So yes, you do have to dip in and out of higher stuff. And you do need to do that every week, okay? Might not necessarily need to go this high, okay? You might just go, why don't I just do, 5 3-minute pieces at 28, 30, 32, okay? Something like that, or whatever it is. The thing that I do believe here, though, Andy, is the one thing is, if you're working towards, as I said before, if you're working towards, say, a 2K, and I'll use that as the example, this session would probably be 6 500s at your speed. Okay, but today it was sort of 8 2 minutes, which was, I was getting out past 600 in the last couple. The fact is that this is about still being under stress and pressure, but at the same time, getting a feeling, getting an understanding for the rhythm and the rate. Okay, so we're not just maxing shit out, we're just actually trying to find the flow and the work effort from it. So we're getting high rate work and building that into the body, and at the same time using it as the tool for making us better. Okay, and generally everything that we do here on the channel is making us better. Okay, we're not just, I don't really do max out pieces, because you can do that at home. Okay, and I don't know what rate or anything it is here. I'm just trying to give everyone the tool to say, hey, try this, do that. Focus this while you're rowing. Okay, getting all the cues and the feedback. Max stuff, everyone takes care of themselves. Learning how to do it better so that your max becomes better, come and visit me. Okay, and that's really the situation. Okay. Last couple, Chris. Yeah, choice. Deliberate poker. Good stuff. Thanks, team. Okay. Good workout. Okay. Nice. Really good. Go back and look at your menu, at your memory. Okay. Just work it out. Okay. Now you'll probably feel a lot better than you did about 10 minutes ago. I know I do. But just remember, analyze, have a look. What were the gains? Was there small gains, large gains? Was it smaller between these last couple? And just really think back on it about where it worked, where it didn't, okay, and that type of thing. So it's a really good way, as I said, learn about ourselves, find that freedom, working easy, trying to tap it along, okay, because it's the one thing that we really have to make sure we try and do on the machine is tap it along, just get into our rhythm at what we are capable of doing, okay, and that's as simple as that because we're all different. Okay, so thanks, team. Thanks for tuning in again. I think by memory we will be at the later time next week, okay, but keep an eye out on the socials, newsletters, that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think we're back. We're 2.5 hours from now next week. Okay, back at the later stage. Okay, but Choice, all the best. Have a great week coming up, everyone. Remember, stay safe, social distance, wear a mask, whatever you need to do in your state or in your country. Keep everyone well so that we can keep out doing cool things. Okay, rather than being in level 4, lock the door, staying at home. We don't want that anymore. Okay, we want to be out and about. Okay, but awesome work. Thanks, team. Remember, there's plenty more back on the library. Go watch some more if you need. Remember, jump onto their sensei if you want. Remember, the 5K program's up there for people doing it already with really good results. So if you want to smash out a 5 or a 6K, head over to a sensei. Okay, thanks, team. All the best, and we'll see you next week. Peace out.